Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Suzanne and Sarah YouTube channel. I'm Suzanne.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we are going to talk to you about all of the winter activities you can do in Bend. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Suzanne and Sarah YouTube channel. I'm Suzanne Moore.
And I'm Sarah Willis. We are Central Oregon's investment and real estate experts.
So as I said, I'm Suzanne Moore. I am a realtor with Realty One Group Discovery here in beautiful, snowy Bend, Oregon. And I am also the founder of the Central Oregon Investor Network, which is a network where we get together with investors from all over the country and talk about how we can use passive income from real estate to create more freedom in our lives and do fun things wherever we want.
And I'm Sarah Willis, guys. Suzanne and I are a team. We love living here in Central Oregon, and we make these videos every week to help share the best things about the area with you. We have a QR code here on the screen. We'd love to be someone to help you get into a home or an investment property here. That QR code is a way to get in touch with us and connect and sign up for a weekly email list that we send out. We scour the market here in Central Oregon every week and send the subscribers to our list Ben's Best Deals. Also, at some point in this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out and reach more people like you here in beautiful, sunny, snowy Central Oregon.
So let's talk about winter in Bend. And what I love about the winter months in Bend is that it's such a magical time of year. You've got sunshine, you have snow, it's bright blue skies, the snow is sparkling. It's amazing. And really there is something for everyone here in any weather. And there are so many great options for winter fun. It's just another great reason that we love where we live and maybe why you might consider making a move to Central Oregon yourself.
So we've tried to divide our list here for you into indoor and outdoor activities and active and passive activities, just so we appeal to everyone here. Our first half of our presentation is going to talk to you about outdoor active activities, and the second half is maybe things for people who like a little bit slower speed, maybe don't love being outside in the cold for very long at any period of time, or maybe people who have little small kids in tow. So we have something for everyone on this video.
So we've said it before and we will say it again. Bend is an outdoor lover's paradise, and that includes tons of winter sports. So if you're an adventure seeker, you are in the right place as long as you're willing to bundle up and either have or are willing to rent the gear. We've got tons of active winter outdoor activities for all ages. So Central Oregon is home to quite a few ski resorts. So we've got Hoodoo, which is closer to Sisters. We have Willamette Pass, which is closer to Lapine. We have Warner Canyon Ski Hill. And then the most popular, built out and well-known ski resort is our beautiful Mount Batchelor, which is the icon of Bend. So Mount Batchelor has 3,600 acres of groomed runs, terrain parks, backcountry ski center. And, really Bend is the perfect place for outdoor adventures to explore and experience the beauty of the winter season. So there is no shortage of options for you. And we're just going to give you a quick list of ideas to stay active in the winter months. So number one is skiing and snowboarding. We just talked about all the great resorts for skiing and snowboarding that you can go to. There's also great cross-country skiing. You will never get bored if you love snow sports in Bend. So one pro tip we love to share with folks is you can avoid crowds by skiing on weekdays or trying out one of the smaller ski areas to save yourself some money and, just try something new. Number two is snowshoeing. So this is a more economical option if you don't want to pay for those lift tickets. It's a very safe alternative to skiing and snowboarding as well. You can find used snowshoes relatively cheap, or you can rent them at a lot of different places in town. One of the most well-known snowshoe areas is the Virginia Meisner Snow Park. That's one of our top faves. And remember, at all of these snow parks up near Mount Batchelor, you do have to get a snow park permit. So they're required in designated snow parks from November 1st to April 30th. And just make sure you read the signs and, don't find yourself trekking through a Nordic ski trail or maybe snowmobile trails as well. Number 3 is snow tubing. And this one is great for families, for the young ones, or even just the young at heart. I mean, who can help but loves diving downhill on a mountain in an inner tube, right? Like we all love that. You can't not smile. So Hoodoo and Mount Batchelor have great options for long and very thrilling rides. And another great option is the Wanoga Snow play area. It is open to the public and it only requires the snow park pass, so you can save a little bit of money there. Number 4 is ice skating. Again, another activity for all ages, something that everyone can do. The most well-known rinks in Bend are at the Pavillion, which has designated free skate hours, and at the 7th Mountain Resort, where you can reserve your time slot online. A couple of lesser known options include Sunriver Ice Rink out in Sunriver Village, or the rink located in Redmond at the Downtown Plaza on 7th Street between Southwest Deschutes Avenue and Southwest Evergreen Avenue. Who doesn't love sledding? It's a great way to get the kids out of the house for quite a few hours. And there are, like we talked about, snow parks at Wanoga Snow play area. But if you want to stay in town, you can check out Moody Park. The Pit is an area in Southwest Bend neighborhood in between Huckleberry Place and George View Street, close to Pine Ridge Park, or Hollinshead Park. All of these locations are Googleable, so feel free to check those out. And these are all really low-key, free, and easy to access spots. Number 6, cross-country skiing. This is one of my favorite activities in the winter. It's something, again, like snowshoeing, you can pick up used gear relatively inexpensively. It's a great way to get outside and be in some solitude and silence as well, if that's your thing. When there's snowfall and pack on the ground in Bend, cross-country skiing is something you can actually do anywhere. But for some more off-the-grid options, you can try Shevlin Park trails. If you want to get your fur baby out of the house as well, Wanoga Snow Park offers a dog-friendly groomed trail. And there are other ungroomed trail areas where dogs are allowed at Skyliner. Number 7 is snowmobiling. So this is for those of you who love being out on machines. It's basically like jet skis for the winter. So this is obviously less of a physical activity, but you get to see and cover a lot more ground. So Deschutes National Forest is a great place to adventure for snowmobiling. The Forest Service offers a great list of snowmobiling areas. We will link that in the video notes. And if you don't have your own snowmobile and just want to try it for fun, there's a lot of places where you can rent a machine or sign up by the hour. Another option here is Paulina Lake Lodge. That is open seasonally in winter, and you can rent snowmobiles there as well. Number 8 is fat tire biking. So you love mountain biking. You can't take time off for the winter. You got to stay in shape. You're probably a really good fit for a fat tire bike. And what is a fat tire bike? Fat tire has a minimum width of 3.5 inches. And typically you'll want to decrease your pressure to about 4 or 5 PSI, which gives you better traction and leaves a shallower rut for other bikers coming behind you. So places to take your fat tire bike are Wanoga Snow play area, Dutchman's Flat, Phil's Trails, all offer great snow trail options. But if you've got fat tires on your bike, you can pretty much commute just about anywhere in town in winter weather. And last but not least, another winter activity that you might not think of is fishing. So, summer brings fair weather fishers and crowds to our lovely rivers, but winter provides a really unique opportunity for the fishing diehards to enjoy some solitude, get to the riverbanks themselves, and fishing experts really suggest targeting some of the deeper and slower moving water when it is cold. So popular areas for winter fishing are the Metolius River, the Deschutes River, the Fall River, which is fly fishing only, and Anna River, which is located out near Summer Lake. Activity you choose to do outdoors in the winter, just remember that you need warm gear. This is an absolute must. You can buy used stuff, you can borrow, you can go to our local REI. There's lots of places to get really good gear. We recommend that you get synthetic gear because that helps wick the sweat and moisture away from your body, helping prevent hypothermia, which we hope nobody gets. But you just want to have lots of layers because you will encounter varying conditions throughout the day. Make sure to bring a pack so you can stash away gear when you start to warm up in some of these activities, and make sure you've got yourself plenty of water and snacks.
Okay, the second half of our presentation is for those people who are potentially looking for a little bit more relaxed activities, want to spend more time indoors, and like I said before, maybe have some kids in tow. So these will appeal to you guys. We have 9 options here to suggest as well. So number 1, taking an easy winter hike. So maybe you want to get some fresh air, but you don't want to go up to the mountain. You want to kind of stay closer to town or find places that have a little bit less snowpack. Going north towards Smith Rock State Park, that's one place where it's usually a little bit more mild climate out there in Terrebonne. And then also the Oregon Desert Trail in the Badlands, which is just east of Bend, about a 10-15 minute drive, is often snow free as well. It's very flat out there and sandy, and it's a great place to just go for a run or just take a really mellow hike. Let kids climb over some lava rock formations. It's a fun place to go. Also, we've got Pilot Butte, which is an old, active volcano right here in the middle of town, which they closed their road to cars in the winter. And so, they've got a dirt trail that goes up the butte, and then they also have a road trail where cars in the summer can drive up there. But, the whole thing is open just for people who want to walk in the winter. And that's also another fun place to just go and be able to get really great views of snow and the city and town, and just be able to see 360 all around you. One of my favorite places to run all year. Number 2, go to the movies. My family's favorite place that I will always call out is McMiniman's Old St. Francis School Theater. They've got couches, they have tables, they have pizza, they have beer. And then they play like one movie every couple weeks. They show one different type of movie, but they are super cost effective to get into. I think it's like $6 or $9 per person, which is like a third of the price of the standard place. And yeah, you can do dinner and a movie and make it a family fun night out there. We also do have, for more of the movie nerds, we have more of the conventional option with Regal Cinema that they have an IMAX option there. And then we also have the old historic Tower Theater downtown here in Bend. And they show, it's less frequent, but they have more specialty shows and show some classic movies. There, number 3, visit a museum. We've got a couple great museums here in Central Oregon, and our favorite is the High Desert Museum, and they showcase wildlife, culture, art, natural resources, and really just give people a sense of, the culture here in the high desert country for all of North America and Central Oregon together. They have exhibits indoors, outdoors, but that's always a fun outing option, again, any time of year, winter specifically. And then we also have the Deschutes Historical Museum, which has rotating exhibits, and as the name would portray, really showcases Central Oregon's history. So, we're a unique region where we, how this town got started, and this is a place to kind of go and learn and have a little bit more appreciation for where you live. Number 4, pools. Getting wet in the winter is easy here in Bend. We have a couple pools run by Ben Parks and Rec. One of them is Juniper Pool and Fitness Center on the east side, northeast side, and then, well, I guess just south of northeast. And Larkspur Pool is in the southeast, and those are the two most accessible indoor pools to the public. They both have indoor, free play, free swim options throughout the week and daily. And then there are also some more specialty options that we like to do every once in a while. And one of those, once again, is at McMinniman's Old St. Francis School. They have a year-round heated pool. It's more like a big hot tub, and it's got, a skylight up above and a big fountain in the middle. This is open to the public during certain hours and for a small fee per person. And then there's also, if you want to pay to play a little bit more, these a little bit higher value things, Seventh Mountain Resort, you'd have to rent a room there overnight, but they have some really great outdoor heated pools to check out. And then also, if you're down in Sunriver, there's the Shark Aquatic Center, and they have a big outdoor play center that's closed during the winter, but they have a nice indoor pool as well. So easy to get wet here, no matter what time of year. Number 5, strolling and shopping downtown. So we have a quaint, historic, and chic downtown center that has everything you need. So, we just like to take the family down there sometimes just to do some window shopping, stop and get a bite to eat. It's easily walkable, and I think parking is pretty easy down there. There's on-street parking that's free for 2 hours, or there's 2 pay to park options. There's just one, flat lot, and then there's also a parking garage as well. If there's like an event going on downtown, you may need to utilize one of those. And then again, just everything's so walkable here in town. Getting from downtown to Drake Park, there's a trail, and then it goes along the Deschutes River, and you can walk easily over to the Old Mill District as well. And that's another fun place to just kind of take the family for a stroll, maybe check out one of the wine tasting rooms. There's a family-friendly one down there. So that's one option there. Number 6, indoor sports. So you're someone who wants to stay active but isn't really into those snow sports. There are quite a few indoor fitness options here. One of which being Cycle Bar. It's an indoor cycling place. You can go bowling. We have a great bowling alley. And then there's another place called Cascade Indoor Sports, which I think caters primarily to soccer, but they also have pickleball there, and maybe some lacrosse also. And they have events and leagues for both adults and kids there. Something a little bit less conventional is hatchet throwing. You can do that at a place called Unofficial Logging Company. And then there's 2 kind of cool pub, restaurant, indoor sports type restaurant bar places that are both family friendly. And one is called Walt Riley's, and the other is called the Hideaway Tavern. Number 7, music. So many breweries and restaurants host music throughout the season. And my favorite venue for this is the Midtown Ballroom, but there's also the Volcanic Theater, Tower Theater, and the Capitol. And all of those are just, more formal music venues than you would get like at a restaurant or a bar or brewery. Number 8, fun centers. So, these cater mostly to kids, but I will say I have seemed to find the ones that offer free internet, maybe some good beers on tap and snacks. So I don't mind just kind of like setting up posts for a couple hours, letting my kids play because I can multitask. So a few of those that are my favorite are, we've got a couple of trampoline parks. And then also that Cascade Indoor Sports place that I mentioned before has a huge fun center. You pay $10, or even they've got punch cards too to get it for a little less. Time is unlimited, and kids just can wear themselves out all they want. There's a place called Vector Volcano downtown, which has vintage video games. And then another really fun one is the Sun Mountain Fun Center, which, they've got bowling and bumper cars and arcade games there. Last but not least, number 9, Winterfest. This is an isolated event that happens, but something you should definitely check out if you are in Central Oregon in the month of February. This is a multi-day event, usually happens over a long weekend. It's out in Redmond at the Expo Center. And they have multiple stages for music. They do ice sculptures where you can see people making ice sculptures and then they're on display. There's fire pits. There's a light show and exhibit. This year they're adding a fun run and carnival games as well. So it's just a really nice way to celebrate light coming back and also all the great things that come with the winter season.
Thank you everyone so much for joining us for this awesome video on all of the winter activities in Bend, whether you want to be outdoors and active or indoors and chilling. We've got lots of options here for you in Bend and Central Oregon to have fun.
Thanks again for sticking with us. We really hoped you learned something and visit us here in Central Oregon to get to do all the fun things and play that we get to experience every day. We'd love to help you find a home here if you decide this is the place for you. Remember that QR code on the screen, scan that, get signed up for our weekly emails. That's a good way to also just get our contact information in one place. And please like and subscribe our video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, everyone.